Alright, we're getting ready to start now. Markers now added. Time to begin. Now, shall we? This should have started last week, but life happens. Now then, let's begin. Sure, whatever. Okay, anytime now. Hello, Super Colex. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Hello there, everybody. This is General Snivy. Welcome to my new Let's Play as soon as the Elgato decides to work. Hello. Little help here, dude? I mean, I'm getting a picture here, but nothing on the TV. I mean, getting the TV, but no... Oh boy. This is the pits. Well, damn it. Alright, I need to restart the stream. OBS crashed. Be right back. Gotta love technical difficulties. Alright, I think we're finally back online. I'm just gonna refresh the Twitch dashboard just to make sure everything is hunky-dory. Then we'll try streaming this freaking game again. Fingers crossed OBS doesn't shit the goddamn bed again, because sweet Jesus, I hate dealing with this stupid crap. The Twitch dashboard is still saying that my internet connection's unstable, and it changed back to excellent, which is good. Alright. Take two! And... action. Please work this time. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay. I'd have to show you exactly what's going on here. This is going to be kind of tricky and scuffed. And I don't think this is going to work because of the way I have this set up. Son of a bitch. I would have to record this and just play it back on my phone or something. But apparently, Jak II on PS3 runs at a very funky resolution, and the Elgato is shitting the bed because of it. I have no idea. It's like, we hear audio, or at least I do. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna try restarting the damn, restart the game again. Let's see if we can at least get back to the main menu. If this continues to shit the bed, I'm just gonna have to say fuck it and switch to the PS4. Because this funky-ass resolution shit, Elgato just absolutely despises. It'd rather be consistent versus nothing at all. Alright, I'm gonna try deactivating and activating. Now watch, OBS crashes. Okay, it works. Good. Now, take three. Can I change the PS3's video settings? Let me take a look. Currently, I have it set to, I believe, 1080p. Also, if you're wondering if my PS3 is hacked, it is not. I have the PS3 Slim, not the Super Slim, just the regular Slim PS3. It's one of the later models of the Slim PS3. So therefore, I don't think my PS3 is able to be hacked in any way, as far as I know. And again, maybe there is a way. And even if I could hack the PS3, there really wouldn't be much of a point in doing so, except maybe for the ability to remove HDCP. If that's even a thing with hacked PS3s. I know for development kits that's a thing, but I don't have a dev kit PS3. No, not game settings, video settings. I think this is what I need. No, it needs to be display settings. That's different. Let's see. Video output settings is HDMI automatic. Okay. Yes. Set audio settings. It's optical digital. The reason why I have audio optical digital setup is because the converter I'm using requires this sort of funky setup. If I don't use this setup, then unfortunately, for whatever reason, I cannot capture PS3 via HDMI. Why? HDCP, and there's no way to disable it. I also realized I forgot to readjust some things on my webcam. Forgot to disable autofocus as well as white balance. Although I think I'll leave that on. Turn off background comp. Fuck it, leave that on. Okay, take 3. Will you actually work this time? That would be fantastic. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna try something. If this still does not work. No display on the TV either. Oh, there we go. We got a display on the TV, but nothing on Elgato. So I'm going to try deactivating, and we're going to activate, and OBS is going to crash. Right on cue. Alright, need to restart again. BRB. Okay. We are on the PS4 now. This is so stupid that I have to switch versions like this. Okay. This was not according to plan in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. Alright. Take 4. This is on PS4. And it's the original PS2 release emulated via PS4. Let's go. Hello there, everybody. This is General Snivy, and welcome to my new casual playthrough, which is Jak II. And you'll see the title screen in hopefully a few moments. I tried to play this game on the PlayStation 3, and unfortunately, for whatever reason, Elgato just refuses to fucking work. So, we have to play the inferior PlayStation 4 re-release of the original PlayStation 2 classic of Jak II. Why? Potatoes! This is stupid. It's honestly really goddamn stupid. Eventually, I am going to get another capture device that is better suited for retro content. But for now, we have to stick with the PlayStation 4, and really I can only stick with modern consoles from this point forward, because apparently Elgato absolutely despises funky-ass resolutions. So, this is fun. I have to switch versions on the fly, which is... Well, don't get me wrong, it's better than switching versions like halfway through a playthrough due to data corruption, which is exactly what happened to me during my playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. For anyone who was there during the Great Emblem grind will understand fully. So, anyway, if you're wondering why I'm playing the PS4 version, I've already explained. Why do I need to go over it? So anyway, let's actually go ahead and create another save file. Funny enough, I did do a practice playthrough of the game a couple of nights ago, just to get a feel for the game again, and I managed to complete roughly 17% of the game. But I did plan on playing the PlayStation 3 version, but unfortunately, I could not because Elgato's like, fuck you! Fuck you! Play a modern console, you poor-ass scrub. So, yeah, we're playing this on PS4. And if you're wondering if I have, like, the new PlayStation Plus membership, No, I don't. I only have the PlayStation Plus Essential, which is what I had previously, which was regular PlayStation Plus. And I don't plan on subscribing to PlayStation Now, aka the newest tier of PlayStation Plus. I think it's called Extra, or is it the... whatever, the highest tier. I'm not subscribing to that. No way. I don't have that kind of money to pay every single year. I was paying that kind of money for Amazon Prime before they jacked up the price on that. And I couldn't even pay for it this year before they rose the price because I had to pay to get my computer repaired back in February. So that was real fun. Like this! I hate technical bullshit! Alright, let's begin.
For every age, there is a time of trial. The rocks faced such a fire before they were the strength beneath our feet. The plants braved vast winds before their roots could give us life. As a sage of considerable years, I have known only one such great ordeal. Yet the hero it created was a champion for all time. Today's the big day, Jak. I hope you are prepared for whatever happens.
I think I figured out most of this machine. It interacts somehow with that large precursor ring. I just hope he didn't break anything moving it here to the lab.
Easy for you to say. We did all
I love texture corruptions, am I right?
Daxter, don't touch anything! Though the precursors vanished long ago, the artifacts they left behind can still do great harm.
Or great good, if you figure out how to use them.
I've had some experience with such things. I know you can make it work.
Touch.
Looks like Jak still got the mojo.
Interesting. It appears to be reading out some preset coordinates.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Hold on to your hats, boys. Looks like it's the end of the world.
Look at that.
Finally, the last rift gate has been opened.
Oh boy, what the hell is this?
What are those things?
So this is how it happened.
You cannot hide from me, boy.
Do something, Jak!
What's this do? Or that? How about this one? Anybody press all the buttons?
Sounds like a good idea. What could possibly go wrong?
What was that thing?
Hang on, everyone!
I want on this thing!
Well, wish granted. Way to stick the landing. The question is, where the hell are we? Looks like some sort of futuristic city.
Okay. I swear, that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap!
There he is. Move in. Step away from the animal.
Ah!
Forget the rat. The Baron wants him.
Who?
We've been waiting for you.
Ow! Talk about a warm welcome.
I'll save you before you know it!
Dark eco injection cycle complete. Bio readings nominal and unchanged.
Well, nothing. I was informed that this one might be different.
He is surprisingly resistant to your experiments, Baron Praxis. I fear the Dark Warrior program has failed.
You should at least be dead with all the dark eco I pumped into you.
What now? Metalhead armies are pressing their attacks. Without a new weapon, my men cannot hold them off forever.
I will not be remembered as the man who lost this city to those vile creatures! Move forward with the final plan, and finish off this thing tonight.
As you wish. I'll be back later.
You gotta love glitches. Also, that man.
Ding ding, third floor. Body chains, roach food, torture devices. Hey buddy, you seen any heroes around here? Whoa! What'd they do to you? Jak, it's me, Daxter! That's a fine hello. I've been crawling around in this place, risking my tail, literally, to save you. I've been looking for you for 2 years. Say something, just this once.
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
Now we gotta get you out of here. Just let me figure out how to open the security locks for the chair so I can...
Well, problem
You
solved.
can do it. Jack, easy now. Easy. It's your old pal Daxter, remember?
Who said that we were friends?
Daxter?
What the heck was that? Sheesh! Remind me not to piss you off. Come on, tall, dark, and gruesome. We're out of here. I brought you some new threads. Put them on.
Okay, time to begin now, shall we? When the following icon appears, your progress is being saved. Pretty obvious. While this icon's on screen, do not remove the memory card from your PS2 or turn off the system. I think the icon is still the same on PS3 if I recall correctly, but again, for whatever reason I can't play PS3 because... So, as I was saying, it appears that the big bad is voiced by Mr. Krabs, whose name is eluding me right now, but regardless. Same voice actor for not only Mr. Krabs, but also Uka Uka in the Crash Bandicoot games. Pretty neat. It's a small world we live in, am I right? Oops, wrong button.
These precursor orbs are worth a lot now. We might find a few hidden around, or get some doing difficult tasks. We'll be able to buy stuff with them.
Yeah. As far as what stuff, though, I'm not 100% sure, but I know one of the things that you can most definitely buy with Precursor Orbs, or more or less they're granted to you, are special cheats. As far as what these cheats do, they vary. For the most part, they are kind of cosmetic, and there are some that grant you some really unique and special abilities, and even some that unlock things like concept art. What memory card? Yeah, as I thought, it is the same on PS3 as well. For some reason I was thinking it changed to like a hard disk drive or something, but as I was saying though, the more Precursor Orbs we collect, the more unlockables we'll be able to unlock and activate and deactivate at will. I believe, according to this list, there's 200 Precursor Orbs in all.
Please tell me you remember how to roll.
I most certainly do. I remember how to roll, all right.
Alert. Prison escape in progress.
So, as I was saying, I do have some knowledge of at least playing this game, because, as I mentioned earlier, I have done a practice playthrough of the game not that long ago, a few nights prior, but again, I wanted to play PS3, but unfortunately I can't play the PS3 version of the game anymore. I don't know why.
This sector is on high alert.
It's so stupid. Okay, 200... I have not tried hard hero mode in Jak II, but I have done so in Jak III.
If you duck before you jump, you'll go higher.
Speaking of Jak III, I haven't really played Jak III in so freaking long. That, and I also have not started a playthrough of the game on PS3 myself on this profile. Hell, the last time I remember playing Jak III was back on the PlayStation 2. Also, ow. Didn't mean to do that. Anyway, I haven't tried hero mode on on Jak II. Yep, Jak is most certainly wearing shoes, and he is looking mighty fine. Although he would look a hell of a lot better on PS3, I'm just saying. Plus, the PS4 re-release of Jak II is rather infamous because it's not exactly technically sound. Like, what the hell is this walk cycle? I'm barely tapping the analog stick forward and he's going I don't think that's a thing on PS3 or even the original PS2 for that matter. It might be an emulation thing. I have no idea.
Good job. The crate had a house.
Speaking of emulation, I know that emulating PS3 games is very much a thing, but I'm not 100% sure if my PC can handle RCPS3. And even so, I would have to get my hands on, like, the ISO of Jak III. Speaking of Jak III, I only... or no, not Jak III, but rather Jak II. As you've seen on my PlayStation 3, I do own the Jak and Daxter collection, but I own the collection digitally. So therefore, I do not own a physical copy of the game, or the collection for that matter. So, even if I were to download the RCPS3 emulator, I would have to go to some website in order to download the ISO for the Jak and Daxter collection on PS3. And hell, I don't even know how well it's optimized for the emulator. Oh, hello there. I did not see this before. Glad I know it's here now. I'm also thankful that these guys have the aim of a freaking stormtrooper. Okay. Here I am thinking that the lasers are just there for cutscene purposes, and therefore can't hurt you. But apparently they can. Lesson learned.
This week.
How many orbs do I have? I'm up to 4. 4 precursor orbs at this point in time. On my practice file, I'm not 100% sure how many orbs I have at that particular moment in time.
There is no escape.
I'm pretty sure we do come back here at some point. So... oh, hello there. Nice to see you. So, unlike in Jak I, Precursor Orbs were previously scattered around everywhere, and you can collect them like, say, the coins in Super Mario 64 or notes in Banjo-Kazooie. But in this game, Precursor Orbs are no longer commonplace. Rather, they are well hidden and are pretty damn rare. Kind of like the Jiggies in Banjo-Kazooie, but harder to find. Like, much harder. So, another thing worth mentioning too is the controls on PS4 are going to take some getting used to. Because you would think that the options button on the PS4 controller would act like the start button. No. For whatever reason, it's assigned to the touchpad. Don't ask.
Hello, strangers. My name is Core. May I help?
You look like a reasonably smart man. I want information. Where the hell am I?
Sorry. He's new to the whole conversation thing.
Well, my angry young friend, you are a guest of His Majesty Baron Praxis, the ruler of glorious Haven City.
I was just a guest in the good Baron's prison.
Inside a cell or inside the city, walls surround us both. We are all his prisoners. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd move on if I were you.
Yeah, good idea.
His Eminence, the Grand Protector of Haven City, Baron Praxis. Everyone in this section is hereby under arrest for suspicion of harboring underground fugitives. Surrender and die.
Excuse me, sir. Don't you mean surrender or die?
Not in this city. Protect us from these guards, and I'll introduce you to someone who can help you.
Where are we? North Korea? No, seriously, like, what the actual flippin' piss? I gotta say, this city is quite lovely. You gotta love the welcoming committee. Only thing missing here are some cake and some balloons, you know what I mean? But yeah, this place is anything but nice.
Cool. Do it again.
Something's happening to me. Something he did. I can't control it.
Very impressive.
You okay, Jak?
What you just did was very brave. This child is important.
This kid? He looks kind of scruffy.
You are in a restricted zone. Move along.
Thank you for your help, but I must get this boy to safety.
Hey! What about us?
There is an underground group waging war against Baron Praxis. Its leader, the Shadow, could use fighters like you. Go to the slums, find a dead-end alley near the city wall. Ask for Torn. He can help you.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm sure he'll be super friendly. Anyway, to answer your question, yes, I have played through this entire game
The city
before.
map is displayed in the lower right. Follow the icons on the map to reach important destinations. Welcome to the city transportation system.
Oh boy.
You can hover in one of
But
the
as I was saying, yes, I have played through this entire game before, back in the day on PlayStation 2. But I have not played through the entire game in like several decades. It's been quite a long time since I last played the game, let's be real here. So if I don't remember much of anything when it comes to the game, the plot, the summary, etc., please forgive me. Because I'm technically re-experiencing the game all over again. And again, I wanted to experience it in glorious high definition, but apparently that's not gonna work.
We're looking for a guy named Torn. Core sent us. Are you Torn?
Maybe this guy's a mute, like you used to be.
New faces make me nervous. Word is you're out to join the fight for the city. You know, picking the wrong side could be unhealthy.
We want to see the Shadow.
Not likely. If you want to join something, why don't you and your pet go join the circus? Unless you've got the fur for a really tough task. Steal the Baron's banner from the top of the ruined tower and bring it back to me. Then, maybe we'll talk.
Totally a friendly face. But yeah. In order to earn Torn's trust, we need to do something for him. Totally not a dangerous task whatsoever. But anyway, while we're exploring the main hub of the city of Haven City, we can jack these vehicles and take them for a spin. Don't worry, the citizens don't mind whatsoever. Hell, even the authorities don't seem to care. They only care if you just ever so slightly tap them or breathe on them the wrong way. Just saying. If you do that, then they start coming after you and sending in the frickin' military. Like, you're instantly given a 5-star rating in Grand Theft Auto. Or should I call this Jak Theft Auto?
Leaving city safe zone.
Okay, I'll sleep myself out. Okay. So, Jak II, outside of the original PlayStation, or no, outside of the PS4 release, Jak II is considered to be the hardest in the Jak and Daxter series. And as far as I know, there are 4 of them, which we don't talk about the 4th because, let's be real here, that one doesn't exist. Also, what doesn't exist? Collision detection! I don't know if that's a thing on all versions of the game or if it's just PS4. But yeah, son of a biscuit. Here, have a nice tap. What was I saying before? Dang it, I got distracted. But anyway, this particular game is considered the hardest out of all of them, and as far as I can recall, that is most certainly true. I remember having a much better time on Jak III than I have on Jak II. And funny enough, on Jak III, I remember playing that way more times than Jak II. In fact, I think I remember playing through Jak and Daxter first on PS2, then Jak III, and then eventually Jak II. And when I jumped onto Jak III after playing Jak I many years later, I was kind of lost when it came to the story, but honestly, I did not care. The game was still very enjoyable. Eventually, I did play through Jak II and then was able to stitch everything together, and even then... even then, it was still a fun time. Don't get me wrong. So you may be wondering, why is it that I'm playing Jak II today? Wasn't I thinking of playing something else? Well, if you were there during some of my more recent Banjo-Kazooie speedrun streams that, you know, were oh so much fun. Let me tell you. Oh dear. Bye-bye. Ow. Okay, so as I was saying, if you were there for some of my more recent Banjo-Kazooie streams, I did mention that I saw a speedrunning docs documentary on Jak II 80% speedrunning, and that gave me the idea to play this game. So I figured, why the hell not? Haven't played it in forever, so this will be a fun re-experiencing of the game that I haven't played in God knows how long. Ow! Well, he definitely won't be reproducing anytime soon. We interrupt Jak II to bring you Michael Bay's Transformers.
Yeah, I guess you guys are in.
That's fair. To be honest, I do not remember Jak II's story very well, like, at all. So, again, as I mentioned previously, this is kind of a re-experience of pretty much everything from start to finish. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a blind playthrough because I have played through the game before, and as I mentioned previously, I have actually done a practice playthrough of the game a few nights prior, but I've only completed roughly 20% of the game. And 20% is not even close to enough to know absolutely everything of what to expect from this point going forward. But I do have a general idea of what I need to do and where I need to go. But beyond that, not so much. And as far as the story is concerned, I didn't watch any of the cutscenes during my practice playthrough because I wanted to re-experience the story from a fresh pair of eyes, if you know what I mean. Anywho, back to the base we go. What's our next task?
Woo! Being a big hero sure makes you thirsty.
Ew! Is that shit?
The Baron turned off all water to the slums. He's willing to sacrifice innocent lives just to destroy the underground. I shouldn't be surprised. I've seen his evil before while serving in the Crimson Guard. That's why I quit.
You were a Crimson Guard? Well, that explains your charming sense of humor.
My friend in the Guard tells me the valve to turn the water back on is located outside the city, at the pumping station.
Outside the city? What about the security walls?
What about the metalheads? It ain't a petting zoo out there. Peeps be getting deep sixed.
Find the large drain pipe in the north wall. It'll take you outside the city to the pumping station. Get to the main valve and open it. If you survive, the slums will be indebted to you. If not, maybe we'll have a touching moment of silence in your honor.
I'd like to give him a touching moment.
Yep. You most certainly would. Also, to answer your question of what animal is Daxter, well, one thing I know for sure, that would be diving into spoiler territory of Jak III with a major plot twist. And I'm not going to say what it is. Not until we reach that point, which God only knows how far in the future we'll be waiting until we play Jak III. And hopefully by then I'll actually be able to play the PS3 version of Jak III. But for now though, we're going to be sticking with what we have due to technical reasons. Okay, time to turn the water back on. But to do that, we have quite a bit of work to do. By the way, I'm pretty sure the fastest way to get around the city is to use a single-seater vehicle. But the thing is, when it comes to these vehicles, yes, you can jack them and use them as your own. There are several differences between the single-seated vehicles and the dual-seated vehicles of which you see here. Dual-seated vehicles are slower but are way more durable and easier to control. Single-seater vehicles are lighter, faster, and they're not as easy to control, and just touching them the wrong way will cause them to spontaneously combust. So in other words, they can only take like roughly 2 or 3 hits before they explode. So that's something to keep in mind. I kind of want that. Anywho, if you're wondering what these things are, these are pretty important and do contribute towards 100% completion in this game at least as far as I know. Then again, maybe they don't and I'm just going nuts. Regardless, if you see a metalhead and you see these things lying around about, grab them. Because trust me, you're going to be needing them if you plan on 100%ing the game. Then again, maybe they aren't required for 100% completion. I haven't seen a 100% speedrun of Jak II at all. I've only seen the speedrun documentary of just any percent. Any percent, as well as a slight mentioning of hoverless. Which, that is another category all on its own. By the way, if you're wondering what's up here, technically speaking, you're not supposed to be up here yet. But I have actually found a way to get around that and also figure out what's on the other side. Just a few enemies lying around the belt and also a few little itty-bitty collectibles here and there. Nothing too troublesome to worry about per se, and trust me, we'll be back there much later. By much later, I mean roughly within the next hour. Dude, come on, go away! One more thing worth mentioning too is that not every enemy is classified as a metalhead. If you don't see any metal-like objects appearing from their heads, hence the name Metalhead, those enemies can easily be ignored. If you can't ignore them and they're causing you trouble, just beat the crap out of them. Eventually, we'll be able to find something far more useful with dealing with pretty much everyone under the sun. Because in Jak II, unlike the first game where you just have to run around and punch everything and platform your way to victory, in this game there's actually some different elements that are introduced here. Other than the whole dark Jak thing with the dark eco. If you gather enough dark eco, you'll be able to temporarily transform Jak into a dark form of himself. What that does, it will temporarily increase his attack power. It'll also create quote-unquote splash damage when moving around enemies and stuff like that. And eventually you'll revert back to normal. But keep in mind that that kind of power is limited. Unfortunately, we cannot transform into Dark Jak right now, but we should be able to do so relatively soon. Fair enough. Perhaps you're right. Maybe that is determined by how far you are in the story and not so much game completion as a whole. Some games do that where instead of telling you exactly what your total percentage is, like how much of the game you've completed, it judges your percentage based on your story progression. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe this game does that, or it tells you how much of the game you actually completed. Perhaps once we finish the main story, we'll be able to know for sure, based on the final completion. Hopefully it'll be close to 100% or 100% itself. We'll see. We'll most definitely see as we progress. But yeah, as I mentioned before, I have completed this game when I was younger, but I haven't played the game again since. Nice job! Well, that scared the piss out of me. Damn it. Alright, let's try again. You know what's kind of hilarious? I know in Jak III, if you happen to go out of bounds or too far out into sea, a giant fish will appear out of nowhere and will start pursuing Jak until eventually it eats him, resulting in an insta-kill. But in this game, apparently, you can get sniped outright. It's like as if Jak is under constant surveillance. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, granted, they probably have some sort of sensor system set up around the outer perimeter of the city. So in that sense, that makes perfect sense. Who knows? Just trying to make sense of video game logic here, folks. It's part of my tagline. Also, I'm pretty sure I can transform now, and I was just being a freaking goober earlier. Okay, yes. No. There we go. That's better. So if you're wondering how long the Dark Jak transformation lasts, it only lasts for a short period of time. How long? Well, definitely not long enough to be stuck in the rocks, only to be sniped immediately. Dang it! But yes, if you wish to transform, you have to wait until the icon of Jak on the lower left-hand corner changes to a Dark Jak form. In other words, wait for that icon to turn into a monster. Then hit L2 and go to town on every enemy around you. Just keep in mind that the transformation only lasts for a short period of time. Thankfully, defeating enemies grants you Dark Eco. And thankfully, that's also in very plentiful supply. So that's nice. Also, another thing worth mentioning too is I never 100%ed this game. Oh, okay. Somehow we lived. Or more or less got back up. As I was trying to say. I have not 100%ed this game before. I've only managed to just complete the main campaign itself. So, this is going to be my first time attempting to go for 100%, if I possibly can, and if I haven't already softlocked myself. I'm sure there's going to be some way to get back to some previously inaccessible areas to grab any Precursor Orbs that may be lying there. Who knows? Only one way to find out, and that is just to progress and chug on. Oh, damn it, not again. For some reason, I'm thinking I'm able to get a jump off as soon as I roll off the edge. No, that's not how it works, honey. I wish it did. Okay, that makes sense. And when it comes to the final area, I don't think that there are any Precursor Orbs that we need to worry about in the final area. And then again, son of a biscuit. Then again, maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm misremembering everything. Oh, come on, really? Go away. By the way, once you're filled up on Dark Eco, you won't be attracting any more Dark Eco your way. But you can still grab it. You just have to physically touch it. And no, you do not need an adult because I am an adult. By the way, if you want to bring up your heads-up display and look at important information, just push L3 on the analog stick. It's pretty simple to do. The controls, for the most part, are very self-explanatory, but they do take a little bit of time to get used to, especially if this is your first Jak game. And if that's the case, oh dear, I feel so sorry for you. It also really sucks that the PS2 version of this game is the one included in the PlayStation Plus, the highest tier of PlayStation Plus. Which the name of I cannot remember. Is it the Deluxe membership? Or is it a different membership tier altogether? I don't remember. Just makes me wish I can play the PlayStation 3 version instead. But at least the PS4 version is considered playable enough. But again, I just wish that it was better handled. To be honest, I don't remember who handled the porting process of the Jak and Daxter collection on the PS4. because not only did it include Jak 1, 2, and 3, but also Jak X Combat Racing, which that's another game I really want to cover, because let's be real here, that game is highly underrated. And I just remembered there are more than 4 Jak and Daxter games. There are 5. I think. And again, there may be more, and I'm misremembering again. Oh, come on, really? Stupid freaks. Go away. Okay, there are 6 of them. Interesting. Oh, right, because the 4th game, Jak and Daxter, The Lost Frontier, that was first released on the PlayStation Portable and then ported over to PS2.
Ah, the valve. Allow me.
Well, that's one way of getting the job done. There you go. There we go.
Don't say it. Don't even chuckle. Next time, you turn the valve.
Nice. Oh yeah, that one. I completely forgot about that game's existence. That's another Jak and Daxter game I've never played. Even though it's technically called Daxter, but I never owned a PlayStation Portable, and I don't plan on getting one anytime soon. And really, there's no need to anyway. Anywho, one thing I will mention here when it comes to controlling vehicles, you can change the altitude of the vehicle by pushing R2, changing from high height to low height. Also, if you want to go in reverse or slow down, push and hold square.
Greetings, great warrior. I sense there is a dark wave burning within you, and in time, it will destroy you with its madness. Only the last power of the Precursors can save you. Destroy my enemies, those creatures you call the Metalheads. Bring me 25 of their skull gems, and I will teach you how to control these powers.
That sounds interesting. We'll definitely be back here later, though. But, anywho, after interacting with that statue, we do get a nice explanation on how to activate our Dark Jak powers. Just by pushing L2 once we have enough Dark Eco energy stored within ourselves. It's kind of like exploding after a hard night of being told off by your boss at a local job. You know what I mean? Like you had way too much fun with one too many Karens at a local Walmart. Excuse me. By the way, if you want to jack a vehicle from someone, you have to wait for the triangle prompt to appear and then push it again. So in other words, you gotta push the triangle button twice in order to take the vehicle for yourself. But again, I don't know what it is. The people just don't mind this whatsoever. Perhaps it's because it's a common everyday occurrence and it's like the new norm. Kind of reminds me of something rather dark. And I don't want to talk about it here because we'll be getting into political territory and I don't want to do that.
Jak, this is Storm. The Underground needs good drivers for our vehicle missions. Prove your skills in the ring challenge, and maybe we'll let you in on the action.
Sounds cool. Okay. Time for this fun little challenge. Oh dear. Back up please, back up please. Okay, hopefully we haven't poured enough time to do this. By the way, you do not want to get the police involved in any way whatsoever, because if you do, you're going to get shot out of the sky and it's not going to be a fun time. Thankfully, if the mission fails, you just simply restart with a clean slate like nothing ever happened. Like this. Come on, get on, please.
I've got suspicious activity in the sector.
It's also nice that if you do happen to fail a mission, you can just easily restart it by just saying, yes, I wish to restart the mission. Also, speaking of company, it's time to get blasted. At least I hope we don't, but who knows? One nice thing about these challenges is that they are optional, yes, but they do award you Precursor Orbs, and more than one as well. And I think the amount of Precursor Orbs you're given depends on the difficulty of the challenge. And also, it depends on how far into the game you are. These challenges can be really damn difficult, especially if you have no idea where to go. God damn it. Come on, take the vehicle. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, that was just a couple of frames off. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna fail again. Great. Oh my god, that worked. Whew, okay. Great, we win. Now to run for the police. Head straight to the underground. Because I'm young and I'm black and I'm proud. Just kidding. Although if you're from Baltimore City, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Just kidding. Okay. By the way, I'm pretty sure when it comes to the optional missions, you cannot be pursued by the police or the local guards. If you are being pursued, then unfortunately you can't partake in these missions. Thankfully, they are marked on your map, just like with every other mission, so that's something to keep in mind. And it's also super easy to get the fuzz off your tail just by starting another mission.
The slum's water is back in. I'd love to see the heads roll when the Baron finds out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's losing lots of sleep over this armpit of the city. We've done what you've asked. Now when do we see the shadow?
When I say so. If I say so. But before I even think about it, I want you to take care of an ammo dump we've ID'd in the fortress. Lots of Crimson Guards, constant patrols. We know it's vulnerable, and the underground needs you to blow up all the ammo you find inside. Get all of it, and we'll deal a body blow to the Baron.
You're sending us in, tough guy. So what's with this we'll deal a body blow stuff?
That's fine. I want the Baron to know that it's me who's hurting him.
Fair enough. Consider it a revenge plan, if you will. Because he was oh so friendly with us before, keeping us company for like the past 2 years after we wound up in a wormhole and then we were thrown into this weird futuristic city of which we have absolutely no idea even existed. Even though we should be very, very familiar with the place. For anyone who's played Jak III knows exactly what I'm talking about. Anywho, off we go. Quite a lovely factory we have here. Unfortunately, we can't really do much in here, and no, you cannot bypass this barrier. Believe me, I've tried. Then again, maybe you can, and speedrunners have found a way around it, but I haven't found it.
Unauthorized use of fortress door. Activating security tank.
Great. Gotta love the lovely enemy reinforcements. And I thought we were dead, for sure. Dodging the gunfire of the security tank is a task in itself, because sweet Jesus, dodging this gunfire is anything but easy. Ow. Yeah, get used to being steam pressed at least a few times.
Unauthorized use of fortress door. Activating security tank.
Ow. Thankfully, I have figured out that the best way of dodging the security tank's gunfire is by rolling. But of course, you have to roll away from the crosshair. If you don't, well, then you're gonna get blasted like Danny DeVito on a frickin' Friday night.
Activating security tank.
Screw it. Kill me. Whee!
Unauthorized use of fortress.
It is nice that, just like with Jak I, the load times are very, very fast. Even on PS3, I'm just saying. Okay. I think the best thing to do when it comes to this particular section is to roll around at the speed of sound and just pray to God that you make it through alive. Okay. Next! To be fair, I do remember getting stuck on a few missions before myself, though I don't quite remember which ones specifically. Also, you gotta love them frame rate drops. I don't know if this was there in the original PS2 release, but even so, it's kind of annoying that we have to deal with this on PS4, which should be a hell of a lot more powerful than a frickin' PlayStation 2. And even emulating the PS2 version, this should be fine, but apparently not. Hello there. How about I give you boys a hand? Next. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Don't arrest me because my name is not Karen. By the way, those guards can technically be ignored if you know what you're doing. You only have to take them out if they stand in your way or if they're blocking progression. Again, you don't have to kill them if you don't have to. But I'm doing it because they're kind of in my way and they gave me the old zappity zap zap. And that was not fun. It was not a nice time. Nice job overshooting that. Dang it! Well, that's annoying. Also, you gotta love that pop-in, am I right? And by pop-in, I mean the change in level of detail with the character models being at such close range. Almost as baffling as the magical box that appears and disappears in Treasure Trove Cove when playing Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo Switch Online. Just saying, it's baffling. It's also kind of crazy. Go away, please. Ow. That was my fault for going too fast. By the way, if you're wondering if you can do something cool like an uppercut, you most certainly can. Just push square and then jump. However, you have to be in the middle of the animation in order to do the uppercut. I haven't really found a use of the uppercut yet, as far as I know. It might be useful in a few places, but I haven't found said use yet. By the way, if you enter first-person mode, which can be done by pushing R3, use the left analog stick to look around. If you use the right analog stick, then your controls become inverted. So what I mean is, I'm pushing right to look right, push left to look left. Well, if I use the right analog stick to look right, I'll look left. But if I push it to the left, then I look to the right. It's weird.
Cool, that's a security pass. We need those to get through city checkpoints. Shh.
These barrels are the latest shipment of eco. The Baron says take them and get out.
Metalheads in the city? Why are the guards giving them eco?
Very good question. Unfortunately, we won't have an easy answer. Why? Because the security tank is back in town. And in order to get out of here, what we need to do is redirect the security tank's gunfire to destroy this tank. Or destroy this energy tank, whatever the hell this thing is. Regardless, it's highly explosive. Okay, come on, buddy. Shoot the thing so we can go home.
Alert. Backup cooling system failure. Emergency override initiated. Missile systems at critical overload. Failsafe not responding.
Oh boy. Also, did you see how the texture was glitching on the ground during the cutscene? Yeah, I don't understand why that's a thing either. Only on PS4. I bet you know, the PS2 emulator, PCSX2, I bet that handles the game way better than the official emulator. Ain't that funny? Okay, next.
Backup cooling system failure. Emergency overrides initiated.
Then again, maybe I'm going crazy and Jak II is just difficult to emulate. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a game developer.
Failsafe not responding.
Okay, there we go. That's done.
Detonation imminent. Evacuating immediately.
There we go. Ah. I see. I figured as much. Well, I figured I'd ask anyway. Oh dear. Oh my.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
Ain't that the truth? Okay. Well, I'm glad to see that we're done here. By the way, if you want to pull up a map at any time, just pause the game and then select Show Map. The map is super useful, especially when you're in the middle of a mission, so that way you can get a good handle of where the hell it is you need to go and where you need to start looking next. And if you want to exit the pause menu, just simply push the touchpad, which again acts like the start button. By the way, the terminals of which I interacted with before to start one of the optional challenges, for whatever reason you can't just activate a challenge all willy-nilly. You have to wait until they become active. And I believe it's tied to story progression. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, what's next?
The demolition duo has returned. One barbecued ammo dump, served up hot.
We saw something odd while torching that ammo. The Baron's guards were giving barrels filled with eco to a group of metalheads.
Really? The Shadow will be very interested to hear that.
You know, so far, your gigs have been easier than stealing grass from a sleeping yak cow.
You and the rodent want to start proving yourselves? One of our suppliers needs his payment delivered. A bag of eco orb. Take the Zoomer parked out back and drive it to the Hip Hog Heaven Saloon in Southtown. Ask for Crew. He'll be there. And don't let the Baron's patrols stop you. By the way, when you get there, pump Crew for information. He's wired into the city and may know what the Baron is up to.
You can count on us.
Are you still here?
I most certainly am. By the way, if you need to hear the explanation or to view the cutscene again, just talk to the informant once more. Anywho, off we go. Why don't we take a nice long trip to the bar, grab a few drinks, get slammed, get hammered. Maybe we'll even bring a chick home. But no, that's not what we're here for, unfortunately. Instead, we need information, and we kind of need it now. And also, since this is a single-seat Zoomer, well, you know how vulnerable these things are. And also keep in mind, too, is if you happen to be caught by the police, aka the local guard, or whatever the hell these guys are called, I think they're the Crimson Guards, and, I mean, they are Crimson for a reason. Anyway, You definitely don't want to stick around if you get spotted by the cops. Otherwise, it's game over, buddy. You'll win an all-expense-paid trip to the frickin' Shadow Realm. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty place. It's filled with way too much darkness. And also way too many people saying they want to kill chaos, and then having anime pretty boys say something about darkness and Hearts of Kingdoms. You know what? Some biscuit. Yeah, Crimson Guards. I thought so. But with a K. Okay, let's try this again and hopefully not screw up and get shot down. I say as I play a game of bumper cars with this frickin' vehicle. So within this mission, the only hard part about it is just getting there alive and dealing with the police, aka the Crimson Guards of Death. And also traffic, because traffic is absolutely terrible around this part of town. It's almost like we're back within the heart of Baltimore City, Maryland. I almost selected no like a frickin' idiot. Also, you can technically back out of a mission just by saying no upon failing the mission. And I believe you can just outright exit the mission as well by pausing the game and selecting quit mission. Doing so will just abandon/abort the mission entirely. And you'll have to reactivate it again if you want to partake in it once more. But I would not recommend backing out of these missions unless you're really frustrated and you just need time to yourself. I seriously wish these zoomers handled a little bit better. But it is what it is. I've also seen during the speedrun of this game as well that mashing the height adjustment button by pushing R2 again and again is one of the fastest ways of getting around. I don't know how, but it is. It's kind of like jumping while in Talontrot and Banjo-Kazooie. Somehow it allows you to move faster. Go away, please. Go. Son of a bitch! Talk about being sandwiched. Am I right? Man, I do not remember this mission being that hard, but here we are. Excuse me, buddy. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this time we won't get completely smoked. I wonder if I can take a shortcut around here. Okay, no, that's the security gate for the yellow sector. Which, technically speaking, you can bypass if you know what you're doing. Like if you abuse some out-of-bounds exploits and death warps and the like. But I'm not a speedrunner of this game, and I don't plan on learning to speedrun this game anytime soon. Also, you gotta love friendly fire. I didn't think that was a thing, but here we are. Okay, let's keep moving and everything will be fine. We'll be good. Okay. So again, I apologize for not streaming at all this past week. A little thing called life kept happening, and a lot of it happened mainly last minute. But again, no big deal. It is what it is. One other thing worth mentioning too is if you are being pursued by the Crimson Guards, then they will spawn out of nowhere. Almost like you're playing a game of shipment in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019.
Let me handle this, Jak. Watch my finesse and style.
Don't forget to ask.
Everything's cool. Nobody panic. Hey, big guy.
Hello there.
Your crew? Well, we shook the heat, and your shipment's in primo condition.
That's good, eh? Because a cargo of rare eco ore is worth more than 10 of your lives. And of course, I'd be forced to collect slowly.
The underground will take anyone with a pulse these days. And what we have here, the Shadow's mascot of the month. Ooh, soft. Zig, this fur would go well with my silk suits,
Listen, tons of fun. Anyone can see that you, and I have the real juice in this burg. We're both players, right? We're both looking for a piece of the action, right? I think we can do business, right?
We did you a favor. Now it's your turn. Why is the Baron giving eco to metalheads?
Questions like that could get a person killed, eh? Zig, be El Capitan here and his friend, Bonus. If you want to see what that baby can do, try the gun course outside. Show me some skill with that hardware, and I'll hire you for a job or two, eh?
Seems reasonable enough. So anywho, we got ourselves our first gun! So what's really cool about guns is that we can use them anytime we see fit. Just keep in mind that just like with any video game ever, we do have to deal with ammo concerns. And our first weapon is no exception to this rule. Okay, that was funny.
Hold on there. We need to teach you how to use this baby. The scatter gun is a good short-range weapon with a wide field of fire. To fire the weapon, press the trigger.
Okay, sure.
Good. Some kick, huh? It's not the fastest firing weapon in the world, though. You can put your weapon away or pull it out at any time. Try putting the weapon away. Easy, huh? Now take the weapon back out. Good. You can find red ammo inside Crimson Guard crates. Shoot the crates. Great. Now you're ready. You want to try the scattergun course?
Sure. Let's give this a go and see what we can do.
Lock and load. Ready? Go. Shoot every target. The faster you shoot each target, the more points you'll get.
Okay, so when it comes to these courses...
Hit a friendly target and points will be deducted.
As I was saying, these gun courses, you are required to score a certain number of points in order to pass. But if you go above and beyond, you'll be able to earn yourself a medal. As far as what the medals entail, I have no idea because I've never earned a single medal. Ow. In order to get a bronze medal in this course, as far as I know, you have to score 8,000 points. And that's a lot easier said than done considering that you have a lot of targets to shoot, and the point values, I feel, are very inconsistent. I don't know how the scoring system works in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if melee damage scores you less points versus shooting with your gun, or what. But I do know that the bigger the metalhead and the shiny ones are worth the most amount of points. Okay, so who's next? Get smacked. So like I said, this course, just passing it is easy. Hell, all the gun courses are easy to quote-unquote pass. But scoring enough points to get a medal, on the other hand, that's another task entirely. As far as the scatter gun is concerned, it is a close-range shotgun. So in other words, it excels in close-range combat, but not much else. By the way, you can't really go into first person to aim said weapon, unfortunately. It's not like in Ratchet and Clank where you can do something like that. Speaking of Ratchet and Clank, I know that Naughty Dog has a close relationship with Insomniac Games around this time. So there are some Easter eggs featuring the duo.
Congratulations. You achieved the bronze record.
Nice! I was not expecting that.
Care to try for the course record?
So, earning a medal will grant you some Precursor Orbs. That's awesome. Kinda sucks that if you want, like, the full reward, you have to get the highest score possible, which you can view at any time by looking at the high scores option in the pause menu. So for the scatter gun course, we need to score 12,000 points in order to get first place. And I don't know if we can achieve this more easily later in the game, or if we are stuck with just the one weapon. Regardless, though, I wasn't really planning on going after all the medals, not right away. Not during the introduction. My main focus is on passing at the very least. And hell, even on my practice file, I never gotten the bronze medal. So that was definitely a first for me. Neat! Again, I don't know how the scoring system works. No hover zone, my ass. By the way, for whatever reason, if you're in a vehicle and you're holding down the accelerator, you can't access the pause menu. Instead, you have to release the accelerator, and then you can bring up the pause menu. I don't know why that is. Is it a PS2 only thing, or what? Regardless, before we start the next mission, what I'm going to go ahead and do is take on the next optional challenge, which is around the vicinity here. Also, another thing worth mentioning too is, though you can jack pretty much any citizen's vehicle in the game, you cannot jack the police vehicles. So that's something worth mentioning. One more thing worth mentioning too is that while you're driving, you can unleash your firepower if you so desire, just by pushing R1 to fire your weapon. I don't know if this will trigger an alarm from the Crimson Guards or not, but if I have to guess, I'm going to say yes, it will.
Please advise, suspect
Just don't unleash your firepower anywhere near the Crimson Guards, which, let me be clear here, they're practically everywhere and swarming like freaking black moths in Maine. Because seriously, fuck those things. They itch like a bitch. I am not kidding. I hate dealing with those things. Thankfully, it seems like the bites or whatever I received from them, it seems to be subsiding for now. I do have some itching still in a few places, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. Because let me tell you folks, being itchy and scratchy all the time is not a fun time. How did that not trigger the alarm from the police, I will never know. Okay, let's back up. There we go.
This is Torn. A good underground agent knows the city inside and out by sight. Let's see how you stack up. Get to this place in the time limit given, and you'll get a reward. Go.
Okay. So when it comes to these missions, this is... Okay, so you can jack the police vehicles. That's interesting. So as I was trying to say, when it comes to challenges like these where you have to locate the Precursor Orb reward, take a look at the time limit. If you happen to pay attention to the time limit will indicate how close your reward is. If your reward is a fairly decent a decent distance away, then the time limit given to you will be a generous one. However, if the time limit is strict, then the reward is very, very close. And it's also super easy to miss if you don't know what you're doing. And it can also take a few tries to figure out exactly where the reward is. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, something else worth keeping in mind too is that if you see a vehicle bursting into flames, that means it's getting ready to explode soon. And if a vehicle explodes with you in it, you won't die, not like, say, in Grand Theft Auto, for example. Instead, what will happen is you'll just lose a little bit of health. Nothing too crazy, but even so, it's still very dangerous to sit in a vehicle that's about to explode. Although if it is bursting into flames, it's not like in GTA where it will just explode over time. No, it just means that the vehicle is about 1 or 2 hits away from going kaboom. You know? You know what they say, train go boom. God damn it! Get out of my way! Why does everyone have to be such an asshole today? Ow. Well, that certainly could have gone better. But hey, at least it acted like a shortcut. and I'll take it. By the way, if you want to know what the fastest method of getting around the city is, well, unfortunately we can't really access said method unless we jack a single-seat speeder. But there is another method that is pretty good, but not as fast as a single-seater. Also, you gotta love them FPS drops, am I right?
Excellent shooting, Jack. Ever thought about being a wastelander?
Can't say that I have.
Wastelanders find items from the outside the city walls, eh? Any artifact or weapon worth having comes through my hands. Work for me and I'll throw some of the sweeter items your way.
Kill metalheads? Get toys? Sounds good to me.
Slow down, Jack and a fat man. You two had better run that by me again, because there's no way I'm going outside the city to face more metalheads!
Sig will show you the ropes.
So you want to be wastelanders, huh, doughboys? Well, we'll see what you're made of when we get out in the thick. Crew wants some new trophies to put butts in chairs at the hip hog, so I'm gonna bag him 5 nasty metalheads at the pumping station. Don't wet your fur, Chili Pepper, because we're rolling with the Peacemaker.
Woo! I need one of those! Where'd you get it?
Don't ask. Sig needs someone to watch his back while he tracks the metalheads, eh?
We'll meet at the pumping station. Listen, cherries, don't you leave me dangling in the wind out there.
Let's do it.
Sounds good to me. Also, if you're wondering where he got that Peacekeeper from, he stole it from a local Amazon warehouse. Just kidding. To be honest, I have no idea where he got it from. And really, we don't need to question these sorts of things. Even though I do anyway because that's my tagline. I question video game logic, dang it! It's kind of my thing. But anyway, it's time to get to work. But in order to do so, we kind of need to get out of the city first. Which, it's going to take a little bit of time before we can reach the outskirts of the city. But it is what it is. No big deal. Okay. You know what's kind of funny and also sad? I was really hoping to have been done with this whole technical issues thing, because the PS3 is a native HDMI console, and you would think that it is somewhat modern and would be perfectly fine when it comes to playing games through the Elgato HD60 Pro, but no! No, it has to shit the bed because it doesn't like Jak III's resolution. I don't know why. It's stupid. Hopefully with the next capture device I get, which I'm gonna be getting the AverMedia Live Gamer Mini, hopefully I won't have to deal with those kinds of problems anymore. I have thought about maybe getting the PCIe solution, which I think it's called the Live Gamer 2. No. Maybe it is called that. I don't remember the exact name. Regardless, though, I am gonna get an AverMedia capture device in the future. As far as when, hopefully when I have the money to do so. Right now, I'm kind of saving up my money to see if I can get my hands on a brand new computer. Nothing really all too fancy, just something with decent specs, at least a mid-range build. And yeah, it is going to be a pre-built system because it's more cost-effective to do that versus trying to get all the parts necessary to build the system yourself. And even then, I know I have a local IT professional I could have them put it together and all, but you gotta remember, we're not exactly living in the best of times, so kind of have to think about my financial options, if you know what I mean. Game, can I please? Okay then. Thanks for the slide. That was fun. Can we not do it again anytime soon? That would be fantastic.
Exiting city.
Alright, off we go. Hello, Sig.
Hello, cherries. Ready to hunt a few metalheads? Follow me, stick close, and watch my 6. It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. So, say hello to the first of several escort missions. Thankfully, Sig can take care of himself for the most part. But again, as he mentioned, you do have to watch his six. Which, for those who are not familiar with military terms, that means to watch his back. And by the way, another thing worth mentioning too is that friendly fire is very much a thing. So you can accidentally shoot Sig and hurt him. And you definitely don't want to do that, sweetheart.
This way!
That's too funny. Kind of surprised that Daxter survived that. I would be excellent at innocence. Blasty, blasty. I say as I get blasted.
Great, kid, great. Don't get caught.
Okay. So one more thing worth mentioning too is any ammo pickup that you find for the scatter gun, you'll replenish 5 shots. And that's per a single one of those shells, I think, that you pick up. So that's something to keep in mind.
Let's get across the bridge before they come back.
Also, I was not moving the analog stick there. For whatever reason, my controller has stick drift.
While I charge up the peacemaker.
And this is one of 2 controllers that I have that, son of a biscuit. I did not mean to shoot Sig. If Sig is charging up the peacemaker, and he happens to get interrupted, then the entire sequence restarts. Boom, baby. That's one metalhead down. On to the next one.
That's one fried metalhead. Let's get to the next target.
Okay, sure. But first, I want to grab this Precursor Orb. I say as I completely screwed up. Whoops!
Here we go.
I did not realize that I could not step away from Sig.
Here comes trouble.
Okay then. I guess we'll save that Precursor Orb for when we finish the mission. One nice thing about this game is that you can skip all the cutscenes in the game by pushing a certain button. I think it's the start button, aka the touchpad on PS4.
Get behind me while I toast that tank.
So that's something to keep in mind.
This way.
No, it's triangle. Okay. You can pause cutscenes by pushing the start button. Skipping them, you can skip them with triangle.
Toast those bad boys up ahead.
Goodbye.
Get over here.
Kind of interesting to see how these guys can take a full blast shotgun full of lead to the face and still live. And you have to do it multiple times. I don't get it. Again, I know it's a video game and all, and there's a little thing we call a health pool and all, but still, it's kind of baffling to say the least. Totally not realistic at all. I want some realism in my totally not realistic Jak and Daxter game. Know what I mean?
That's one fried metalhead. Let's get to the next target.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry, Sig. Didn't mean to shoot you. Again, Sig can take care of himself for the most part, but again, keep in mind that he's still very much vulnerable. And another thing worth mentioning too is that this game is rather infamous due to the fact there's like very little to no checkpoints in this game. So therefore, if you happen to fail a mission, you will have to restart it from the beginning 9 times out of 10.
Boom, baby! One less metalhead to think about.
Hell yeah.
Next target.
Another one down, and several more to go. Alright, thanks, Sig. I kind of want that.
Jump up and grab the bridge and bring it down.
Sure, got it. Go away. Unfortunately, when it comes to escort missions like this, if the person you're escorting loses health, they cannot recover said health.
While I toast this bad boy, the trick is to not hit the pipes.
Okay. Go away. So one very useful technique that you really should be employing on missions like this is to punch and shoot.
Now that's what I call blowing someone's mind.
Mm-hmm. Nice work, Sig. I wonder if his full name is Sigma or Sigmund.
Waste the sucker!
That'd be hilarious. Dude, go away. Will ya?
Gotta thread the needle this time.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Damn it! Go away, please. Dude! Stop! Alright, this works too. Or does it? Dude! Come on! Well, so much for that plan. Here I thought that Dark Jak would actually be useful here, but no, apparently it's causing more problems than solving. Please go away. And please don't kill Sig. Oh dear, this isn't good. Please fire. Thank you. Phew. There we go.
Metalhead flambe.
Okay, we still have, I believe, one more target, and unfortunately, Sig is nearly dead. And if he falls, oh dear, we're gonna have a lot of fun making up for lost time, which I'm pretty sure he's about to die now. Great.
My gun's jammed. Take off! Get him while I fix my gun!
Got it. Also, one more thing worth mentioning too is if you run out of ammo, it's also a really, really bad time.
Thanks for covering my butt. That was close.
Okay. The fun's only just beginning.
Last target, then we go home.
Okay, just gotta protect him no matter what. And of course I'm gonna fail miserably. Hope you're ready, man. There we go. Phew.
Boom! Home team 5, metalheads nothing. That was the last one. Tell crew we got them all cooked and canned. I'm gonna clean Peacemaker and pick up the trophies. You did good, rookie.
Thanks, man. Whew. That was something else, let me tell you. Not exactly a fun time, but thankfully, mission is complete and we can finally return back to Haven City. Well, for better or worse. Way too close for comfort, I'll tell you all that much. But before we head back, there is something I want to pick up. And that is this Precursor Orb that we previously were not able to grab thanks to the whole escort mission thing. Once we pick this up, then we should be able to just simply restart said, just simply restart, and we'll be back at the entrance. Funny enough, restarting the mission it is a very useful tactic for fast traveling back to the start of a level. So that's pretty neat.
Seal off the area.
Also, I've noticed that Sig's voice actor is the same for the Crimson Guards too. So it's pretty funny and really, really neat.
This area is off limits.
Funny enough, Sig's voice actor is rather familiar, though I can't really recall what his name is. He is a pretty famous voice actor too. I'm pretty sure he's still in the industry, and he's still around. What's up, Lizard? Is there something on your mind, or you need to tell me something? Whoops, I did not mean to skip the cutscene. But anywho, we have a new technique. New Dark Jak technique. The Dark Jak technique in question is the Dark Bomb. Lizard, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes. Alright, time to take you for a spin. And also, since this is technically a police vehicle, it has a built-in gun. It's also super tough and super durable. Awesome. Time to unleash lead. Can I replay cutscenes? Certain ones you can, and I'm not too sure about optional ones. Also, come on, really? You really had to ruin my fun? Whatever. I had my fill anyway. Can we not explode again, please? That would be great. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's no other optional missions I can take on at this point in time. Ow. But let me check and make sure. Also, one other thing worth mentioning too is when it comes to the optional missions, they'll only show up on your map. They will not show up on your mission list. Speaking of mission list, you can pull up the mission list at any time to view any and all missions that you're currently partaking in, as well as other missions that are available in the area. So as you can see, our mission in progress is to talk to crew, because that's the mission we are currently on. But multiple missions can pop up, and you do have to make a choice to take on one or the other. You can take on both eventually, but certain ones progress the story while others are considered optional. Of course, I will be going after every single mission in the game, so that's something worth mentioning. Give me your card, buddy. I want to take it for a spin. And no, I am not pimping your ride. Just saying. Dude, stop.
2 more citizens of this grace.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. They are very durable, but for whatever reason, I find them a bit easier to control. How? Really? I barely had any scratches on the thing. Come on, man. Well, anyway, as I was trying to say, I find that the heavy vehicles are easier to control for me, personally. But that doesn't apply for everyone.
Recognize this place? Find it fast and a reward is yours.
Nothing so far.
Okay. Oh, this is the pits. Hopefully I can make it. I probably won't because I got really bad RNG. And I bumped. Yeah, no way. Dang it! Oh man, that stinks.
Please advise. Suspect's description.
Oh, come on, stop! Get out of my way. By the way, you can run over and attack the citizens if you want. There are no consequences for killing anyone. Seriously, there's no consequences whatsoever. It's really strange. Don't ask questions. There's no morality system to worry about in this game whatsoever. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Maybe I'll title this session Jak Theft Auto. But then again, probably giving the... You know what? Never mind. I'll see what happens when it comes to titling it as such. But if I have to guess, giving it the session that particular title on YouTube or something also glitches. What the hell is this? Is this render distance? As I was trying to say, the title I have thought up for this particular session, it's probably gonna get demonetized. More than likely.
You guys are turning out to be quite useful, eh? I have another task for you. The sewers used to be a fabulous smuggling route for me before the Baron installed security devices.
And before those late-night snack runs kept you from fitting out the front door.
I bet you've hatched another brilliant plan in that hungry little brain of yours. So, who or what do we have to shake down, knock out, or blow up?
Well, I need someone to go down and shoot every sentry gun in the sewers. And I'll give you a sweet weapon upgrade if you succeed.
Let me guess. Dank murky water? Reeks worse than your breath at an oyster fest? Fuller of metalheads than your plate at a one-pass buffet? And of course, weapons more lethal than your ever-so-tiny whiteys on a hot summer day. Look, Donut Hole, why don't we float around here looking hot and heavy, and you go roto-root the pipes?
We're not doing anything until you tell us why metalheads are trading with the Baron's forces.
I should have had you both kneecapped, eh? All I know is that the Baron cut a desperate deal with the Metalhead leader. Metalheads need eco, so the Baron supplies them with regular shipments. In return, the Metalheads agree to attack the city just enough to satisfy the Baron's continued rule.
Yeah, but how long can that deal last?
Well, the Baron is running short on eco, eh? And the Metalheads are short on patience. Baron Praxis needs this wall to keep in power. Otherwise, the city would put the true ruler on the throne, wherever that little brat is.
Daxter and I will clear your sewers. And we haven't forgotten about that weapons upgrade you promised in return.
Bloodsuckers.
Oh, man. Totally a friendly character in every way. Also, I did not mean to steal that vehicle, but whatever. Time to go for another ride. Ow! Come on, man! I feel like these things are even more fragile than the single-seater scooters. Like, holy crap, what the actual flip? Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Time to skip across the frickin' water until we eventually drown or get shot out of the frickin' blue. Come on, I saw that prompt too. Alright, screw this. Let's restart. That way we can get better RNG. Now, shall we? I said we'd get better RNG, not the same RNG, damn it! You know what, whatever, this is fine. Still very strange that the same exact vehicle had to show up. Ow. Seems like a direct impact will, you want to clip the water glitching. Only on PS4! This is PS4! This is the future! Because PS5s are more scarce than, shiny Pokemon in any Pokemon game that features shiny Pokemon starting in Gen 2. Just saying. And no, I am not kidding when I say that either. Still very difficult to get your hands on a PS5, but it has become increasingly easier to get an Xbox Series console, whether it be a Series S or a Series X, which is strange. But it is what it is. It's gotten so easy, in fact, that I'm starting to see Xbox Series S's in stores fairly often. Though they don't tend to stay in stock for long, but even so, I'm just saying. I've never seen the Series X in store, though. And I've only seen a PS5 in store once in real life. And that was one time when I went to a GameStop to get a refund on a controller. They were doing a PlayStation 5 bundle event within the store itself. So that was rather interesting. I didn't get a PS5 because I didn't have the money, and I still don't. You're not wrong there. Alright. So, one other thing worth mentioning too, when it comes to Jak II and really the Jak and Daxter games on PS3 as well as PS4, they do have their own fair share of trophies. And during my practice playthrough, I have gotten a couple of trophies myself. And I think I've gotten as many as the trophies that I would get after completing this level. Also, hello there, Mr. Metalhead. Why don't you play me a song? How about some Dragon Force? That'd be awesome. And maybe you'll actually be able to play the song. Hello there. Die. Oh, come on. I was hoping for a triple kill. But no, that was not happening. So when it comes to these metal objects of which the metalheads drop, if they happen to fall out of bounds, whether it be from the metalhead themselves or the object, they'll always bounce back in bounds. So it's not like they're lost forever, so that's pretty nice. And if you fail to collect the collectible upon respawning, then the collectible also respawns. Ow! Well, that certainly sucked.
Good work so far.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's no Precursor Orbs down here. And again, maybe there is and I'm going insane, but I meant to go into first-person mode. Okay, nothing there. Time to throw ourselves a party. And you're all invited. Come on down. Interesting. When I was playing through Pokemon Legends Arceus, I've gotten a few shiny Pokemon, and that's without the shiny charm as well. My first shiny happens to be a Shinx. And if I recall correctly, I think I've gotten 2 of them? One I evolved into its full evolutionary form. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I have all 3 of the Shanks, whatever. Shinx, that's it. I have their entire evolutionary line in their shiny form as well. I think. Okay, can I not get blasted today? That'd be great. Goodbye.
3 turrets gone. Nice. Keep it up.
Okay, one more turret to go. Speaking of trophies from earlier, there's a pretty humorous trophy that you get for completing this mission. And when I first read the trophy name and the title, it gave me a good laugh. It's called Turret Syndrome. Get it? Turret Syndrome? Tourette Syndrome? That's the joke. Please clap.
Nice work, boys. You destroyed all the turrets, eh? Now, come back to the Hippog.
Okay, we're pretty much done here. All turrets are destroyed, and we're good to go. Dude, go away, please. Okay, Mr. Metalheads. Please sit down. sit down so that way we can have a nice long chat and discuss your potential futures. Because I'm starting to really question your life choices that you've made, especially in recent memory. Okay. Funny enough, the first ever shiny Pokemon I've ever got was a shiny Rattata. And that was during Pokemon Soul Silver, when I played through that game many years ago. Okay. Any optional missions in the vicinity? That I'm not too sure. Always a good idea to check your map in between every mission, so that way you'll be able to figure out if there are some optional missions nearby, or within close proximity, etc., etc. Because you don't want to miss out on any potential free Precursor Orbs. Because let me tell you, getting some Precursor Orbs is pretty damn nice, if I do say so myself. As far as how many we have 21, so that means at this point we do have access to a few pretty neat little secret codes, which... No, I don't want to restart mission. Let's go back. So as far as what we have access to, we have Jack's Goatee and Mirror World. The next cheat we have available, once we collect 30 of them, are Big Head Mode and 45 for Small Head Mode. They don't really affect gameplay. The only thing they do is just increase or decrease the size of Jak and Daxter's heads. I think either that or it just affects Jack's head. Even so, it was during the time when Big Head Mode and Small Head Mode were pretty popular cheat codes. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Okay. Let's see what Big Chungus here has for us next. I wonder what kind of gun he has on offer.
What is that horrible smell?
That would be you.
Oh, great! We do your dirty work in the sewers and come back smelling worse than a wet hip hog in a warm barn. This could have a serious impact on the lady factor.
No. I think it was my lunch, actually.
Ugh.
Nice work in the sewers, eh? I guess you're looking for that weapon upgrade. Well, there's a blaster mod stashed in some crates at the port. Find it, and it's yours.
Okay. Time to grab our well-deserved reward. After a quick jacking, if you know what I mean. And no, we are not jacking it in San Diego. See what I did there? Okay, I'll stop now. Anywho, say hello to our next upgrade. Neat. I'ma stop blasting.
The blaster is a good all-around choice with a nice rate of fire. This weapon requires more aiming ability. You can switch weapon modes at any time.
Okay.
You can combo your attacks by kicking, then firing your weapon. Kick the first target, then shoot while kicking to automatically hit the second target.
Okay. That seems like a...
Not quite. Try again. Kick, then shoot, almost at the same time. Now that's a Wastelander move. They won't know what hit. You can find yellow ammo in crates. Would you like to test your skills on the gun course?
Sure. Sounds fun. Hopefully we'll be able to get a medal here. But I'm not counting on it.
Lock and load. Ready? Go.
Just like with the regular gun course, the shotgun course, we have some more targets to shoot, avoid civilians, and thankfully the rate of fire on this thing is really generous. Albeit, you're probably firing it at max roughly 400 rounds per minute. So even if you have a really fast trigger finger, you can't really take full advantage of the weapon's true fire rate. Not unless you have a turbo controller. Also, the auto-targeting lock on, it leaves a lot to be desired. Why? Because, for whatever reason, it seems to prioritize targeting citizens. What would they ever do? What would they ever do to deserve such pain and misery? I have no idea. Oh, goddammit. By the way, the gold metal heads obviously are worth the most amount of points. Regular metal heads are only worth a certain amount. And I think the citizens, which deduct points and stuff, they take away the same amount of points as a gold metal head, which is real unfortunate. Especially when they group up against the regular metal heads, because the targeting system is jank. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't too bad. I feel like if you want to get the medals on these courses, you have to fully memorize them from top to bottom, like the exact spawn points, down to a T, and have the reaction time of a frickin' fully snorted G-Fuel cheetah, or just a typical Call of Duty Warzone player. And by that I mean one who doesn't use cheats, which is rarely seen nowadays. Just saying. It's sad but true.
You got potential, kid.
74-29 ain't too bad.
Care to try for the course record?
No thanks. I'll come back later. Come on, exit please. Thank you. So, at this point, we have access to multiple missions. And depending on how close you are, you may choose to take on one mission over the other. So we can talk to Crew and take on his next mission, or talk to Torn and take on his mission instead. But what I'm going to do is, instead of doing that, I'm going to take on the optional mission that's over here. Ow. Once we do that, then I'll take on the nearest mission. Also, ow, screw you. Please leave me alone. Don't touch me. I get scared when I get touched. Ow.
Suspect's description.
That was horribly timed. Ah, goddamn RNG. Ow. Ow. Come on, man. What is up with these vehicles being more frail than a frickin' t-shirt in New York City? Just saying. Jesus Christ. And yeah, as I thought, you cannot have the police pursue you if you happen to, if you want to take on any of these extra missions. Because obviously these extra missions are considered illegal, you know. So in order to deal with these fools, we just gotta start blasting. Next. Goodbye. Are you folks done yet? Because I want to take on this next extra mission. That would be fantastic, but apparently I have to turn myself into a well-oiled death machine in order to get my way. Or I could just die. That works too. Way to over-exaggerate, Daxter. Okay. let's keep moving. And let's actually try to take on the extra mission. Alright, well, thank you for stopping by, and thanks again for the Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate it very much. Hope to see you again soon.
Here's another chance to prove your knowledge of the city.
Okay. This is gonna be a fun challenge. Oh my god, take the car.
Rolling Sector 9.
Thankfully, when it comes to this particular challenge, this is not too hard. As when it comes to the location of this reward, it's right at the yellow security gate. Just tucked away in the corner. And done.
Entrance denied. You do not have proper clearance.
Alright. As far as what other missions we can take on, let's take a look and find out. I don't think there are any additional extra missions at this point, other than the one from Crew and Torn. Alright, next mission. Let's see what we got over here. Other than frame rate drops.
I have a proposition for you, Jak. Racing is the biggest sport in the city. Errol is the undisputed grand champion. He's crazy and dangerous on the track. My kind of guy. Only a fool would dare race against him, eh? And that's where you two come in. A client of mine is looking for a fast driver for her racing team. Here's a security pass to get you into the stadium section. And your contract with just a few trifles for me. I've already signed your name to save time.
We, the racers, hereby agree to give Crew all proceeds from race earnings, endorsement fees, broadcast royalties, syndication residuals, vehicle sponsorships, small appearance fees, collectible card assets, fast food tie-ins, use of likeness rights, talk show deals, clothing lines, all print rights, including book, novella, comic, pamphlet, ticket tape, neon sign, and bathroom graffiti designs. Toy rights, shoe lines, mood rings, game rights. Game rights? Vitamin endorsements, city kickback movie deals, and of course, all death and dismemberment accident insurance claims.
We can work out the tiny details later. If you can get from here to the race garage near the stadium in less than 3 minutes, my client said she would consider letting you drive for her team. Make me proud,
Sounds good to me. Seems like a simple enough challenge. And it's also super nice that we have the green security pass now. And thankfully the timer starts upon jumping into the vehicle. Either that or it starts after you exit a certain proximity of the bar. So, off we go. When it comes to the difficulty of this mission, it is a pretty difficult one. As getting to the racetrack in one piece is a task in itself. Getting there within the time limit, that's another task. It's another task and a half along with a kettle of fish. And you definitely do not want to piss off the police, aka the Crimson Guards, which I almost did as I was talking about them. Unfortunately, there are no shortcuts that I know of that we can take. Except a quick shortcut to the Shadow Realm, which unfortunately we're getting a one-way ticket to such a place. Oh, man. Oh, shoot! I'm going the wrong way! Dang it! What a waste of time. One other thing worth mentioning, too, is... Oh, hello there, frame rate drops. Nice to see you. Excuse me. Something was itching my nose. So, as I was trying to say, when it comes to the time limit on these missions, for the most part, you do not have a whole lot of time to mess around. And if you happen to get lost or go the wrong way, it's best to just restart the mission and try again. Why? Because you have no time to lose. Ow. Get out of my way, dude. I'm going the wrong way again because I can't remember exactly where the hell it is I need to go. I really should have this map fully memorized by now, but unfortunately I don't. By the way, the bar underneath the time limit, that indicates how far you are from your destination. The further along to the right it is, the closer you are. If it starts dropping towards the left, then you're getting further away than you should be. Okay, still got a minute and a half. We'll be fine. We'll make it. Provided that we don't crash and burn. As I almost did right there. So another thing worth mentioning too is don't be afraid to slow down by releasing the accelerator if you must. But refrain from hitting the brakes because that kind of robs you of your control. Also, ow, fuck you, game. If your vehicle explodes while you're in the middle of trying to get to your destination, start rolling. Roll and long jump as much as you possibly can, so that way you can gain some additional speed back. It won't be much, but it's better than nothing. Okay, there's the green security gate. We still got 30 seconds. Roughly. Oh, biscuits. Ow! Come on, go, 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 go! Ow! Get out of my way, assholes! Oh dear. I should be able to just barely make it. Or not. Damn it! Man, almost had it. Unfortunately, we had to get lost along the way. Here we go again. I hate getting lost in this frickin' city. It's anything but a safe haven. I really wish I had another way to... That vehicle was flying by itself with no one aboard. It was a ghost scooter. Draw distance! What's that? Don't ask questions. Just accept it. Accept it as the new norm. It is what it is. Go away, please. Okay, that's not too bad. It was a light tap, so therefore didn't receive much damage. Out of my way. Get out of my way. We don't have time to waste. I got a delivery to dash to. Dash to the nearest door, if you will. Yeah, I know, I'm an old fart. Ow. Okay, I don't even know how I didn't crash there. Speaking of crashing, one pretty interesting tidbit about Jak II is that on the original PlayStation 2, the PS2 version is infamous for crashing. And by crashing, I mean hard locking. For whatever reason, the game has a pretty big tendency to just freeze. And it does so randomly. I don't remember encountering any crashing issues when I played the game back in the day on PS2. Then again, maybe I did encounter some and I didn't even think about it. I don't know. Regardless, that is very much an issue for speedrunners on the PlayStation 2 version of Jak II. PS3 and PS4 have eliminated the issue entirely, so that's nice. So at least there is some competency when it comes to this version of the game. Oh my god, seriously? There we go.
Hello? Crew said someone was looking for a race driver?
I'm busy right now. You must be Crew's new errand boys. Look, I don't mean to be rude. You did get here fast.
But I'm not interested in any new drivers right now. And I've got work to do.
Is there anything we can do?
No! I'm, working on a secret, vehicle project.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, if you think you've got the guts to race in this town, try taking my prototype jet board out on the stadium course. Beat the stadium challenge, and maybe I'll consider you for my team.
She sounds kind of familiar. I wonder who that could be. Well, regardless. Next mission. Time to take out the hoverboard for a spin. Now then, time to get to work. Pulling out the hoverboard should be a pretty simple endeavor. But in order to do so, we first need to get onto the course itself. Really? Really? Ow. Can we stop running into every wall we see? That would be great. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the hoverboard, aka the most broken item in the game.
You can jump on your jetboard.
Okay.
You can get a higher jump by ducking before you jump. Jump and jump again a little after you've landed for an even bigger launch. Try getting up on that higher ledge with a boost jump.
Okay.
You can land on a railing, grind a faucet. Try grinding on that rail.
Sounds cool, but I wanted to see what else was around before I continued grinding. Nice job. Okay, come on. Oh, come on, are you serious? I guess I gotta press square rather than hold it down. Okay, let's not keep screwing this up, okay? Okay. There we go.
You can spin in the air, land a perfect 360 for a speed boost.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do flips while you jump.
Whee!
You can also do tricks for fun. Try to put a number of moves together to get points. Get enough points to win the challenge.
Okay. Let's give this a whirl. Nice combo. The goal is 15,000 for this, from what we can see here. As far as what the medal requirement is... Come on, grind, please! Not that way! Well, that was not at all what I wanted. Okay. That's not too bad. Hello. Didn't realize there were free points just lying around about. I have no idea how I'm supposed to go about getting enough points to even consider getting a medal around here. I definitely need to get used to these controls again. Which, let me tell you, it's been quite a long time since I've last even attempted to ride around on the hoverboard. Speaking of hoverboards, this is a real hoverboard, folks. The hoverboards we see in real life, those are not hoverboards. Those are segways without the handlebars. And no one is going to tell me otherwise. Just saying. Okay, that was certainly fun. By the way, this particular mission right here that I just completed, that was the furthest I made it in my practice file. Why? Because I only played the game for a few hours before I hopped off. And I figured that would be more than enough practice. So from this point going forward, at least until the next session, I more than likely will not be going any further. I mean, by that I meant to say, I have no idea what lies beyond this point, at least from what I can remember. Can we start the next mission, please? Hello? There we go.
We'll beat the stadium challenge.
Great. People do get lucky. Listen, don't you have someone to collect money from or beat up or something?
You don't like us, do you?
You work for that slimeball crew. What's not to like?
Looks like you've won a few races. Isn't it true the city champion gets to tour the palace?
Yeah? Why?
Could you get me into the palace?
A friendly visit, I gather.
Yeah, I'm a real fan of the Baron.
Okay, I'll help you out if you stop bothering me. I saw an old maintenance elevator at the base of one of the palace support towers. That old lift might take you up to the palace if you can find a way to turn on the elevator's power.
Okay, that seems simple enough. But in order to turn on the power for the elevator, it's going to require us to complete several more missions. Anywho, let's see what optional missions we can take on. Looks like there's one that's pretty close by. And as far as any other ones, unfortunately, there's none that I can see on the map. Besides just the one around here, which, that's fine. Anywho, I mentioned before that the hoverboard is the most broken item in Jak II. Well, if you know how to manipulate the game's physics engine with the hoverboard, then you can literally fly with it, which is so damn cool.
We're evaluating the use of homing beacons and missions. Get all of the beacons as fast as you can. You gotta move quickly on this one.
Okay, that shouldn't be too hard.
Right, check it out.
Okay. So, when it comes to this particular mission, this shouldn't be too bad. We just have to go around the city and collect the beacons. There appears to be 20 in all, and hopefully we won't get completely screwed over. Although it really depends on the traffic RNG. Your map is your friend when it comes to this mission. Okay. Next. I'm pretty sure if the final siren on those beacons go off, then that means you instantly fail the mission. I think. Okay, where's the next one? Let's take a look. Okay, so I should be able to loop back around. That shouldn't be too difficult to pull off.
Roger. Continuing our
Yeah, my way. Why am I holding down R2? This is not a modern driving game, or Grand Theft Auto for that matter. Classic games like this, instead of using the triggers to accelerate, you use the X button.
We're making our sweep.
It's funny, I've been doing it for a while, and for whatever reason, my brain just defaulted to R2 for that particular moment in time. Gotta love gaming instincts. Alright, final beacon. Boom, baby, done.
You're a great asset to the underground, Jak.
Thank you very much. Ooh, new trophy, the Collector. I wonder if we'll be able to platinum this game. Maybe if we go for 100%, we'll be able to do so. More than likely, that's going to be a yes. So, the nearest mission is back over where what's-his-face is. The guy who's not Big Chungus. More like Little Chungus. If you can even call him that. That's an insult, and I apologize in advance. I cannot remember names worth a damn. So please excuse me. It'll take me a few tries. Oh yeah, it's torn, I think. I'm torn on the pronunciation. Oh. Okay. Let's keep moving. And maybe we'll be able to get some things done around here. That would be fantastic. Just provided we don't get blasted out of the sky first, or crash and burn due to dumb AI and traffic. Like, they will literally run into you and just not give a shit. This is fine, I'll take your vehicle, thank you very much. You've just been jacked. Have a nice day. See you in hell. Alright, let's see what we got next.
One of the Baron's mining operations is under attack by the metalheads.
That's not our problem.
It is our problem when the foreman's one of the Underground's best informants. His name is Vin, and he's just valuable enough to save. Find the warp gate at the power station and use it to travel to the strip mine so you can rescue Vin's pathetic hide.
Hey, tattooed wonder, how come we get all the crappy missions?
Because I don't like you.
Fair enough.
Whatever deal the Baron made with the metalheads, the city's eco is almost gone, and his time is running out. If we don't get the kid back on the throne soon, there may not be a city left to defend.
That doesn't sound good. Well, it's time to get to work now, shall we? Let's see. I believe our next mission is active. Yep. Rescue Vin at the strip mine. You sure it's a mine and not a club? You know what I mean? Okay. I'll stop now. Alright, let's get this mission done. Technically speaking, we can go and activate another mission now if we wanted, but I think that automatically aborts the current mission. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you start one mission, don't try to activate another unless you're looking to abandon your current mission. And by abandon, I mean abort. If you do abort mission, you can go back to the person who you got the mission from in the first place, reactivate the cutscene, and just restart the mission that way. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let's see what we got next on the agenda. Out of my way! Here comes Crazy Jack. You ain't worth jack, buddy. Okay. I think where we need to go is right up here. Perfect. Time to go. Whee! And yes, I have to agree with you, Super Colex. He does indeed have nice hair. At least it ain't glitching in the wind, you know? By the way, when it comes to your weapon selection, it's a good idea to switch your weapon mode from your shotgun to your standard blaster, depending on the range of combat you're dealing with. If it's close range and you're dealing with multiple enemies, then use your shotgun. Head over heels. Cute. So, as I was saying, shotgun for close range combat, blaster for pretty much everything else. At least as of right now. By the way, these weapons that we have currently in our possession, they're not the only weapons that we're going to be getting our hands on in this game. In fact, we're going to get our hands on 2 more throughout the course of the entire playthrough. as far as I can recall. Hello there, buddy. For the most part, I will be sticking to using the blaster, unless I really have to use the shotgun for certain situations. Now, let's take a look. See what we got for the map. Excuse me. Looks like this is a pretty big place, and there's quite a lot to unpack here. As far as finding the Precursor Orbs are concerned, well, we already found one. At least we're not dead. One more thing worth mentioning too is when it comes to your weapons. Just like with everything else, you do have separate ammo counts for your weapons. The blaster has more ammo, but it's only useful for taking out single targets. I'm pretty sure you can get your hands on some upgrades later, but even so. Another thing worth mentioning too, you see a metalhead, you blast it. It's as simple as that. Goodbye. There we go. All done here. Oh, hello there, buddy. You want to go to the Shadow Realm with me? I'd be more than happy to oblige. I really wish the shotgun would deal a little bit more damage versus the blaster. That was a little hairy. I also don't like the fact that I'm down to 1 health right now. By the way, as far as ammo pickups for the blaster are concerned, I don't know how many shots you get per clip. I know you can hold up to 100 rounds, but as far as how many you get per drop of ammo, I don't know at the moment. I'd have to fire a few rounds in order to figure it out. If I have to guess, it's probably 25? No, that's way too generous. I think it's more along the lines of 10. Yeah, 10 rounds. 10 rounds per clip. Alright. You live and you learn, as they say. Oh, hello there, Mr. Fly. Why do you have to be so high? Please, just sit down and die. Please die! Okay. That was a little hairy.
Ah! Stay back! Do something, Jak! This guy's crazy!
Hey, are you Ben? We're here to help. Torn sent us.
Stay back!
Well, if we were here to kill you, you wouldn't be talking right now.
Oh, friends? Oh, thank goodness. Where's the army? Wait. What? Just you two? What do they think I'm worth?
I'm beginning to wonder that myself. If you want, you can stay here and be metal meat. But Daxter and I are leaving before those monsters get back.
Well, that was a pretty simple mission.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for saving my butt out there at the strip mine. And we'd like to thank you for being such a bad shot. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm a bit jumpy these days. Jumpy? We hadn't noticed. Ah! A metalhead behind you! Ah! Just kidding. Nice reaction time, though. Not funny! Those metalheads have been attacking our mining operations, and we're running out of eco. Eco power keeps the city shield walls up, and if the shield drops, well, we can all kiss our butts goodbye!
I've got a few surprises for those metalheads.
You've got to keep the shield walls up until the Shadow figures out what to do. My readings show a drop in eco flow at the drill platform. probably some metalhead egg sucking away power. So use the warp gate to go to the platform and destroy every metalhead egg you can find.
Seems like a simple enough mission. Why don't we get to it? But first, let me see what else I can do here. Doesn't look like much else. Alright, let's get to work. Also, I don't blame you when it comes to confusion of why is it that Jak starts talking in this game, but he doesn't talk in the first. I don't get it either. It's weird. Alright, time to get to work on this little operation here. Hello there, Mr. Metalheads. Care to go for a spin? Man, these things are popping off like candy. Oh, how I love seeing that. And by the way, in order to receive our next Dark Eco Power upgrade, we're going to need 200 of these suckers. Also, I did notice a Precursor Orb down here. I just went through that bar. I don't understand this game, I swear. Collision detection! What the hell is that? Oh, how I love breaking this game apart. This game is so broken, I swear. It's more broken than Bugsy 3D. Not that I played it, but still. Okay, these things cannot be destroyed with traditional weaponry. Got it. I was standing in the air for a second. Okay then. Thanks, Jak. I bet you if I took advantage of the Jak, I can sequence break the game easily. In fact, I think speedrunners have completely blown this version of the game wide open, even more so than the PS2 version. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, hello. Turret. Ah, this is how we deal with the eggs. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to this particular turret section, pay attention to the bar that you see underneath your health bar. That indicates the heat being generated from the guns. If you hold down the fire button for too long, the guns will overheat, leaving you vulnerable. So to best combat this, instead of going full auto, just tap the fire button. Tap at a slow, rhythmic fire rate and you should be fine. Keyword is should. One very nice thing about these turrets is that they do have their own radar system. So you'll be able to figure out exactly where you need to start blasting eggs and stuff. And also enemy bogeys.
Shoot the metalhead when he moves his shield.
Nine eggs left. As far as where they are, that's a very good question. Oh, there they are. Funny how I swung around them several times. Boom. All done. Well, that was easy enough. One more thing worth mentioning too is I'm pretty sure fall damage is very much a thing. So if you fall from too great of a height, you will take some unnecessary pain. I did not mean to do that, but whatever. Whatever works. Kinda wanted that. Goodbye. Man, Dark Bomb is so cool. Funny enough, when it comes to that particular attack, that was like my go-to room clearing ability in Jak III. It's so devastatingly powerful, it's not even funny. Just keep in mind that upon activating the technique, it does immediately end Dark Jak mode. So only use it if you have to clear a very large group of enemies. If you're wasting it on like 1 or 2 enemies, then yeah, that's kind of a waste. Don't do that. Alright, 31 Precursor Orbs. Pretty good, all things considered. So as I mentioned previously, I've not played this game in God knows how long, so please forgive me if I'm fumbling around like the blind leading the blind. This isn't a blind playthrough, mind you, but as I mentioned previously, I am technically re-experiencing the game for the first time once more after playing it, not playing it for forever. Okay. That should have been enough. That should have been pretty damn obvious. Whoops. Whatever, no big deal. We got this. Okay. Hello, how you all doing? I should have known that was going to happen too. That's unfortunate. What's also unfortunate? Never mind. I thought I would have to shoot all the eggs around the outside of this area again. Thankfully, that doesn't appear to be the case. But it still kind of sucks that it even happened in the first place, but it is what it is. Come on, please. Oh, come on. Really, dude? So, in order to deal with those metalheads that have shields, I think what you have to do is you have to wait for them to lower their guard to start attacking you. In which case, you start blasting them. Then you can send them to the frickin' Shadow Realm easily. Otherwise, they're pretty much invincible. Unless you activate Dark Jak mode, in which case you just wail on them. Even if they have full shields. Just saying. Okay, let's not fall to our doom this time. That would be great. $99. Not too bad. We're about halfway there when it comes to the metalhead count things. I was kind of hoping to have been able to shoot the punk out of the sky, but apparently that was not happening. At least not anytime soon. How are you not dead? I do like the music that's playing here, though. Kind of tense. Alright. Time to take out some more eggs, man. Where the bogeys are. By the way, I'm pretty sure if the turret gets destroyed, then it's an instant mission fail. Either that or you die. well, same sort of thing. So one other thing I will mention here when it comes to this turret section is prioritize any bogeys that are on your radar. The closer they are, the bigger the threat they are. Just don't go crazy with that fire right now, otherwise you're going to get smoked. Okay. I think that takes care of everyone. Good. You would think I should jump down, but that's probably not the best idea. You know what would be nice, game? To be able to see my enemies before I proceed forward into an inevitable death trap. Yeah, thanks, game. Thank you very much. Oh, come on. Seriously? Really annoying how there's very little to no checkpoints in this game whatsoever. Okay. Okay. Apologies if I'm not reading the chat. I don't exactly have that pulled up next to me at the very moment, but I can change that right now. There we go. That's better. I thought I was dead. Speaking of dead, god damn it. Should've known. You gotta love the metalheads. Am I right? Seriously, screw these guys. And I don't want to go home. Because I already am home. Seriously, screw them. Okay. Why take the elevator when you can glitch through the bars? It's way more fun. And it's also slightly faster. I have a feeling that we're going to be using the shotgun a lot in this place. We might use the blaster in a few places, but I think for the most part, it's all the shotty. It's shotty all day. Okay. I know I just saw that metalhead there, but thankfully I've already killed him once before and he can be ignored. So for now his life is spared. Okay, so apparently those metalheads cannot be spun into. It's like spinning into a pair of spiked enemies or spiked turtles from Crash Bandicoot. You don't do it. Unless you want to have a really bad prickly time. Oh, hi, how you doing? Really don't appreciate taking unnecessary damage there. Please die. I really would like a nice health upgrade right about now. By that I mean a nice health pickup. But I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Alright, there we go. That takes care of those metalheads. Okay, here we go again. Time to take out more bogeys in the sky. And no, they're not full of diamonds. It's heavy metal. Come on. Holy crap, what is up with the enemies today? Man, these guys are relentless. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised they managed to survive that. I bet you as soon as I clear out most of these, more enemies are going to show up. Alright, 5 left. And done. Over easy. Nice trophy.
You destroyed the last of the metalhead eggs. That should give us a little more eco for the city. Go to work.
Oh, hi. How y'all doing? Please sit down. Thank you. Did you see that? Did you all just see that right now? This game is broken. Like, why? Look at it. Look at it. What is this game? What is this broken, mangled mess? Also, I was not moving the analog stick there. Gotta love stick drift. And there's no way to adjust sensitivity either, so I can readjust the dead zone. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's see what else we can find before we head on out of here. I have a feeling we're going to be back here much later, and it's going to be a real bad time. Not as bad as the texture work in this game, and duct tape that is pretty much plastered everywhere. Whew. Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Let's see what else we can do here. That's not what I wanted to take a look at. I wanted to take a look at the map. Let's see, given our current location, looks like Big Chungus is gonna be our closest mission marker. Alright, cool. Yoink. Okay, let's see what our next mission's gonna be all about. If it's anything like the last one, it's not gonna be fun. Whatever, it's no big deal. At the end of the day, we're still making lots of progress. We still got 20 minutes before we reach the 3-hour mark, and yay, more glitchy water! Oh, how I love to see it! What is up with this game? It's like the more I play it, the more it tries to break and destroy itself. At least it ain't like the original PS2 release, where it would just randomly freeze for no reason.
Hi, Sugar Plum. You new here? Well, what you got that's, hot? And, wait, I've seen you before. You're with the Underground.
Shh! I'm Tess. Torn sent me to spy on Crew. Play along, and I may be able to get my hands on a few of Crew's secrets.
Ooh, I love undercover work, baby. But, 2 can work better than 1. Let me help you out. Wow, there sure are a lot of bottles back here. Woo! Ooh, that goes down, ooh, boy. Gee, you suppose that's real gold floating in there? How about this purple stuff? Woo!
Jak,
That's the stuff.
I need you
Fire.
and that talking rat to go around and make a few collections for me.
Hey there, 5 gins. How's crimes?
What's his problem, eh?
Nothing. I'm just fine. Mind your own business. I sometimes feel so very,
Listen,
very
I have 6 clients around town who are about to make money drops for me. I need you to collect each money bag as fast as you can. And take care of any guards who get curious. Get the money bag too late, and some sound.
so dry. You know what's the trouble with you, Crow? You got no vision. This place could be a real swinging joint. Hot heaven with more dancing, more macking, more women. That knows what I'm talking about.
14 money bags before they disappear, and bring them back here. If you lose even one bag, then don't come back, eh?
Oh boy, this sounds like a fun time. Time to get to work. And hopefully we won't get completely screwed over. But we're already off to not the best of starts. Because not only are we going to have the police on our ass, aka the Crimson Guards, the Crimson Guardsmen who mean business, but we got a lot of enemies to deal with. So you're going to have to take a big fat L on this one and drive a 2-seater vehicle if you want to survive. And also get the money bags in a timely fashion. I say as I blow up and die again. Thankfully, there are plenty of vehicles in the area, so even if one explodes, it's not the biggest deal breaker in the world. But if you do encounter any resistance along the way, try to go past them if you can. Don't resort to violence unless you absolutely must, or if they stand in your way. And by stand, I obviously mean they're blasting at you and they're in your direct path. Just saying. Also, I believe the time limit does get extended and it also changes depending on where the money bag is and how many you have in your possession. Ow. Okay, get out of my way, assholes. Don't be afraid to swerve every now and again if you must. You gotta take some evasive maneuvers here. I don't know how I managed to pull that off, but I'll take it. I need a vehicle like yesterday. I was kind of hoping to grab another vehicle before blowing up, but alas, it is what it is. Okay, 5 left. Ow! Crap, 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 crap. Sound the alarm! What alarm? It ain't gonna do jack, buddy! Bugger. Don't mind me, just kinda got lost in the moment. Okay. Next. Seriously? Why was I slowing down? Screw it. Gimme, gimme. Go, 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 go. Ow. Dude, get out of my way. Get out of my way. How did I know? Although, the citizens kind of panicking don't help at all. Ow.
Let's bring the money back to Crew.
Sounds like a good idea. Hopefully we won't get blasted first.
I've got suspicious activity in this sector.
Here you go. Here's your money. What's next?
Like the money collectors, eh? Here's a gun upgrade. Now get out! I need my beauty now.
Trust me, brother. There aren't enough hours in the day.
Cha-ching. Scattergun rate of fire increased. Neato.
This is a no-hover zone.
Okay. So we do receive upgrades for our weapons. For some reason I was thinking it was like in Jak III where you just push the D-pad down to apply the upgrade or something, or change the weapon entirely, but no. That's not how it works, honey bookins. Let's see, what can we do now? Looks like we have one more mission we can take on, and considering the amount of time that has passed, I think we got time for one more mission, provided of course that we make it there in one piece. And by in one piece, I obviously mean alive, and not a roasted duck. Another thing worth mentioning too is that I'm pretty sure there are some stray Precursor Orbs scattered throughout Haven City too, but as far as where they are, I have no idea where they could possibly be. One more thing worth mentioning too is that even though you can fight the guards if you want, if you blast them with a corresponding weapon, then you'll be able to get ammo from said weapon, which is nice. It's not like in, say, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, where in order to get ammo for one particular weapon type, you have to use the opposite weapon. It's dumb. But we're not going to be worrying about that sort of system yet, because it doesn't apply here. Oh, come on, really? I had to miss the door. Twice. Okay, what do we got next?
One of my old guard comrades was sent to the pumping station. There's been no word from the patrol, and after what you guys ran into out there, I'm afraid she may need some help.
Did you say she?
Don't even think about it. Stop that! This is serious, you moron.
That's right. Don't mess with the sugar.
This friend of mine has helped the underground many times before. Go back to the pumping station and take a look around. Render assistance if needed. Now get your squirrely ass out of here.
Real mature Daxter, but he does have a point. As far as who this friend is, I have a pretty good idea who it could be, but who knows at this point. Only one way to find out, and that is to plan ourselves yet another rescue mission. Thankfully, this one shouldn't take too long and won't take another 3 hours. Of course, getting there is only going to be half the fun. Completing the mission is going to be another fun kettle of fish. Language. I know. At least it's not the most foul language you'll hear on the internet. At least I try not to express such foul language all the time. Unless I'm speedrunning Banjo-Kazooie, in which case I say almost every swear in the frickin' English language. There's one swear I don't say, actually a couple of them, but even so, I'm just saying. Alright, let's see what we got this time in the old sewage plant of death, after a nice long swim. Also, you cannot take vehicles into these mission zones as far as I know, because upon trying to do so, I believe the vehicle will just explode. Yeah, it's pretty much a no-fly zone here. It's kind of like dragging a banshee through a tunnel just to find some giant soccer ball. It just doesn't work. Hello there. Looks like we got some good friends to hang out with this time. Also, as far as the rate of fire increase, I think it means it increases the fire cap from around 400 rounds per minute to roughly 600 maybe. Then again, maybe it goes full auto. Okay, so the fire rate cap is increased. Okay then. Damn, my ass hurts. Yay, friendly fire! And yay, I'm about to die! I was gonna say, how am I not dead? But, alas, it is what it is. Oh, come on, seriously? Talk about more unnecessary damage. So not fun. It seems like the blaster upgrade also applies to our shotgun too. Neat! I did not know this. Then again, I probably did not remember until I just tried it. Well, it is what it is. Talk about pouring down lead. Am I right? One other thing worth mentioning too when it comes to your weaponry is you don't need to worry about reloading your weapons at all. It's not like, say, Call of Duty where you have to reload a magazine every so many rounds. No, whatever your ammo count is, that's how many rounds you have in your weapon. You just have to keep an eye on your ammo count and you'll be fine. I wonder what we got over here first before we continue on our jolly old way. How are you not dead? And how are you stuck on the wall? Whatever. If you're wondering why I'm going back this way, I did not mean to put away my frickin' gun. If you're wondering why I went back this way, it's to see if there are any new metalheads that spawn, and just to make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Because you know me, I sometimes rush through things while I'm talking about random things. And even then, sometimes I still miss things anyway, because I'm not paying attention. That seems to be a problem of mine as of late. Hopefully I'll be able to solve it relatively soon, but who knows? Okay, that works. Let's see what else we could find over here. I think around this way was where the valve was that we had to turn earlier on in the session. Yeah. If you want to get an idea of where it is you need to go, even if you previously explored a map from top to bottom, bring up the pause menu and show the map. And it looks like we're not too far off from our target. Our target destination, I mean. Thank you for the ammo. I don't think I needed all of it, but hey, better to have extras versus not enough. Seriously? Die, please. Thank you.
Yeah, what the heck are we doing? Risking our lives to rescue some old Crimson God hag anyway? She's probably got more facial hair than me.
Who
Hello
the
there.
hell are you two?
I do love a woman in uniform. Want to bark some orders at me? Woof woof. I'm your soldier on the front lines of love. Waiter, foxhole for two.
Keep talking, and I'll raise your voice a couple of octaves.
Easy. Torn asked us to help you.
I don't need help, but you might. We've got company.
Great. More friends!
Here they come.
So starts another escort mission. Thankfully, this one won't be anywhere near as stressful as the time we escorted Sig. Thankfully, this hot gamer chick can take care of herself very, very well. And she can very easily hold her own. But that still doesn't mean you can let your guard down and let her do whatever she pleases. Gotta say, she does have quite the athleticism, if you know what I mean. Come on, seriously? Please die. Oh, bugger. I kind of wondered that myself, but I think that's explained during a major plot twist in Jak II, if I recall correctly. But again, we're not going to be talking about that until we eventually cover Jak III. Seriously, screw these guys. Okay, that takes care of that. Next.
Here they come. I got it.
Okay, we got this. Everything's fine. I say as I get frickin' smoked. Transform, please! Okay then, that was completely wasted. Bugger me a new ass and call me Sally. I am thankful that the game is nice enough to spawn you next to a bunch of ammo crates to fully restock your ammo supply. So, that's pretty neat. You know one thing I would love to be able to do, game? Straight. Like in Ratchet & Clank. But sadly, you can't do that. Yay, I'm dead again. Okay, I think I got more than enough ammo considering that I got smoked super quick. Okay, once we finish this mission, we'll definitely call it a session. And hopefully we'll be able to finish it sometime within the next century.
Here they come.
Again, I really am thankful that we can skip all the cutscenes in this game because having to watch the same cutscenes over and over again if you happen to fail something, that gets old and super annoying after a while. And then you start resorting to doing things like pause buffering in between dialogue just to entertain yourself. Almost out of ammo, that's not good. It's fine, it's fine. We can get more ammo. Thankfully.
Watching me take care of those metalheads was, pretty exciting. Wasn't it, Sugar? Hey, Sweet Stripes! Give me them digits so I can look you up sometime! We'll party hard! Big city style!
Tell Torn Baron Praxis is planning something big. I think it has to do with that symbol.
What is it?
It's the seal of the House of Mar, the founder of Haven City. We're being sent out on suicide missions to locate artifacts from the time of his rule. If curiosity's worth dying for, you can ask the blind old soothsayer in the bazaar named Onan. She might know something about all this. Here's my bazaar access security pass.
Your name's Ashlyn, huh?
We're even now.
Alright.
Wow, what a woman! Arr.
Also, what a glitch! Anyone else see that? But there we go. We got the yellow security pass, and we're pretty much done here. So all there's left to do now is just to head back to the city, and we'll call it a day. But before we do, let me... No, not the mission menu. I don't want to pull that up right now. I think we pretty much explored everything we possibly could at this point in time, but there's still another area that we need to take a look into, but we probably won't be able to do so until much later in the game when we come back here once more. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, let's head back. I kind of wanted to go back to the beginning of the level, but apparently that's not how it works here. That stinks. Well, whatever, no big deal. Oh well, it is what it is. Once we get back to Haven City, then we'll call it a session. Please go away. Seriously, those guys can go below me. Blow me a joint. Okay. That was easy enough. Well, most enemies in this game are pretty easy to take out, but not always. Oh, come on, seriously? Please sit down. Thanks, buddy. All I want to do is have a nice long chat about your potential futures, you know? It's nothing too crazy now. Okay. Finally made it to safe ground. Man, what a pain in the behind, but it is what it is. So, as you've seen in the mission menu, we do have a few other missions we can take on, which I do plan on doing so in the next session. For now, though, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here because I gotta pee like a Russian racehorse. This is General Snivy with Jak II on the PlayStation 4, which, as I mentioned previously, is inferior to the PlayStation 3 release, but alas, technical difficulties prevented me from playing PS3 today. It stinks, but it is what it is. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we're going to be taking on more missions, get that much closer to the end of the game. And as far as how many sessions this is going to take, if I have to guess, it's probably going to take roughly 4 or 5 sessions. Considering that we're 25% complete when it comes to game completion, if this is accurate, that is, then this should take no more than maybe 6. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.